Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 replay cast. Today it's a 1 vs 1 on Amazonia between our blue Night Elf player, WarchiefRich. And down at the bottom we have our red undead player, UP.Lex. Or maybe just Lex, one of the two. But either way, gonna be an old replay of the week that I decided to go back and cast. And I guess an explanation of why this is still Warcraft 119, and that I casted the same game. So I don't know if you guys noticed. One person certainly did. I casted the same game as Warcraft 108 between Franzis and Gooch versus Grubby and Yaws. And what happened was I didn't necessarily mark down that I had casted that game. And there are multiple games between those on War 3 ArenaNet, and well, so not marking it down meant I casted the same game. I didn't go back and check, so I guess that happens. YouTube life error. But either way, we're gonna bump it up to the 2-minute mark of the game. And gonna be a Warden first. And that's something I haven't seen in a while, so this should be a treat to watch, as I really actually like the Warden, but the only problem is mana burn is just so good. Claws of attack +6 for the Warden.
Your building is complete.
And gonna be a Death Knight for the Undead. Not particularly surprising.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Pick up that Rod of Necromancy. Dust of Appearance also sells his Scroll of Town Portal, which is somewhat unusual for Undead. It's usually commonplace for the Blade Master and such, but not so much Undead. So I suppose just as viable a strategy. Claws of attack +6 for the Undead as well.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Now the Nightcrawler camp for the Warden. Tome of Agility for the Warden.
Your building is complete. I stand ready.
So yeah, very interesting that I had casted the same game and not realized it. I kind of thought that I had casted it before, but I was like, well, I guess I didn't, because I didn't mark it down. And but yeah, pretty funny. I saw it. I kind of laughed when I realized that had happened, and so I just removed it, and I'll just replace it with another Warcraft 119 that well, hopefully I haven't casted before. I think I have not, but pretty sure on this one. And Warden in a little bit of trouble. Get out of there.
Your building is complete.
And Warden has a Cloak of Shadows, which does absolutely no good for the Warden, so that will be definitely sold, and gets killed somehow. Very interesting. I think she was trying to Shadow Meld, didn't realize there was a Dust of Appearance. Not sure. Not an usual mistake for WarchiefRich. And Death Knight gets level 3 from the creep camp the Night Elf was supposed to finish off. Now look at the Sasquatch camp. Death Knight just about out of mana right now.
Upgrade finished.
Definitely one good reason to have the Demon Hunter, because a Death Knight without any mana is not a very good hero, aside from the aura.
My prey.
I'll go for the Taskmaster camp and really crushing through these creeps here for the Undead. Nearly level 4. Night Elf definitely gonna spot what's going on here. Shadow Strike coming for one of the ghouls. We'll take that one out. And still has a Dust of Appearance, so has to watch out for that. Did get caught up in that dust.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
And not gonna let himself just get killed this time. Loses an archer. We death coil though. And nothing too crazy going on in the undead base at the moment. Getting that black citadel. And gonna be dually ancient of lore for the night elf. Taskmaster goes down. Manual of health and legal map hack. And Lich for the second hero. Slaughterhouse on the way as well.
Your building is complete.
You know that the ancient allures are up. Dryads are on the way. And the illusion will check out what's going on in the night elf base. Gonna see the spiders, or rather the ancient of lores. I was thinking spiders just because dryads get wrecked up by spiders, something pretty bad. But there are bears on the way after the dryads. So you will definitely see that something is being made in the ancient allure. Both of them, rather. And it is a little early for me, so you gotta give me that too. As I figured I would replace the terrible mistake of casting the same replay, which I still find a little amusing.
Research finished.
Just sort of one of those things that you kind of do that you just have to laugh at, have to laugh and move on.
Research finished.
And a fairly large camp, a couple level 5s, there's 3 level 5s, and 2 level 2s in this. Quickly realizes that that is an illusion. And the brigand goes down. Renegade Wizard about to fall here. Let's see what drops for the Warden. Going to be a giant strength.
Research finished.
Particularly useful for the Warden there. Give her a little bit of health, but other than that,
Our warriors have
about
engaged
it.
the enemy.
Try to get the Rock Golem camp, but undead on the way. Night Elf Kant in the creeping process. And a Dryad. Be out of position. Unfortunately netted. The undead will claim the Golem. Pushing for greater healing. Tome of Intelligence in there as well. Trappers all down, and level 4 Death Knight, level 2 Lich. Positive attack have been transferred to the
Our
Lich.
warriors have engaged
And
the
Death Knight's
enemy.
sporting a lot of potions here, pushing a mana potion, a greater healing, and a replenishment potion.
The sleeper has
The
awakened.
sustain is real on the Death Knight today. And Night Elf gonna sport a Moonstone, get some of that moon juice back. And Death Knight sells his replenishment potion, which I don't suppose is too surprising. Instead gonna replace it with a scroll of healing, which is better anyway.
Ah, the great
And,
outdoors.
Transfers, be pushing a greater healing to the Lich. Dark Ranger. Taken away. He is using a Dark Arrow though just yet.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Maybe not at all, just to prevent the abolish.
Research finished.
And anti-magic shell on the Warden. Which is definitely a good idea in this case. Something that you don't see very often, that you should see more often. Especially against the Lich Death Knight combo. Does so much damage. Lich absorbing a lot of punishment unfortunately had that greater health potion. Potion of greater healing, rather, but I suppose either way the same thing. Warden in a little bit of trouble. No
Research finished.
juice in the Night Elf base. Here's another shard. Artificial night.
The sleeper has awakened.
And Lich takes another Shadow Strike, but Death Coil comes around. If I had nearly full mana, I do believe, when the battle started. Also had that potion of mana as well. So he has been able to chuck quite a bit of Death Coils in that particular fight. Warden sporting a clarity potion.
Fresh
Ah, the
And
great
just
outdoors.
about to be night. We start to get some of that Moonwell liquid, the good stuff. Night Elf Gatorade. Panda Brewmaster coming on in. That Night Elf 4 logo just fills the entire thing up with that. Really keeps him going though. 1 of mana stealing and tome strength for the Brewmaster, already level 2.
Our warriors have
Warden
engaged.
keeping an eye on the undead.
Great outdoors.
Brewmaster trying to get level 3 as soon as possible.
Research finished. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Undead now on the way. A little bit too late for the Night Elf up top there. Gonna have to bail. Brewmaster gonna take quite a bit of damage here. Frost Nova. Lionhorn and Stormwind on the Brewmaster. Suppose it will be nice to have at least some damage reduction on the Dryads. Won't do too good against the Orb of Corruption though. Still make them go negative. And Lich takes a heap of damage from that level 3 Shadow Strike. Bear sent home, preserved. Undead gonna try and finish the creep camp here. And doesn't gain any levels on any of the heroes. All of them a little bit too low. Death Knight nearly level 5. Go for the Granite Golem camp. Always want to see those taken out. They rarely ever get taken out just because, well, quite a bit of damage. Takes a while to do. That may be the case this time around, though. Undead chilling in the base for now, so Night Elf will have a short chance to do this. Warden could transfer that Belt of Giant Strength to the Brewmaster. And Skeletal Minion gonna see this going on. The Undead tries to move out to catch him in transit. In the middle of creeping, rather. creeps about half health now. Grand Golem just about to go down. And Legion's Doomhorn
Our
has
warriors
dropped for the
have engaged
Brewmaster,
the
so
enemy.
dual auras on the Brewmaster now. So an interesting Brewmaster going.
Your building
Staff of
is
Preservation sends the bear on out of there. 2 Staff of Preservations for the Night Elf army. We'll just send them out one at a time.
research finished.
2x2, down the pipe, 2x2. Wish it could be 5x5, but not in this case.
Your building is complete.
And Bear takes a blast from the Death Coil Frost Nova combo. And I'm making some hippogriffs with the Ancient of Wind to try and take out some of these destroyers a little bit easier. And I hit with a Shadow Strike.
The sleeper has awakened.
And Night Elf forced all the way to the back of the base. Losing Moonwell slowly. And Staff of Preservation sends that bear about 6 feet backwards. Unfortunately didn't do too good there. Abomination, Shadow Strike. Now taken away. Brewmaster may have to town portal backwards a little bit here.
The sleeper has awakened.
Brewmaster falls to the
Our champion has
Coil
fallen.
Frost Nova combo. Just just make up a name for that, just like a Frost Coil. I'm sure somebody's already said that. It just happens in almost every game that Undead is in the game. Frost Nova and Death Coil at the same time. Such a powerful combination. Avatar now out.
Ah, the great outdoors.
And not the bad movie Avatar, but rather the Avatar of Vengeance, which is arguably much better than the movie.
Our gold mine is running low.
Warden in big trouble here, blinks away.
Our
But,
warriors
won't
have
survive the
engaged.
Death
Our
Coil.
champion has fallen.
The Dark Ranger was taken out, and I do believe that was just before the death of the Warden. Not sure. Fortunately for you guys get rewind on YouTube. I don't. For some reason there was no rewinding technology and replays then. Pretty much have to restart the whole thing. Warden in big trouble, 3 health. And Warden needs to be able to blink forward there, auto attack. The Lich, nearly level 7 on the Warden now. I'm just gonna come on in. Undead has very little. Death Knight could use a good Shadow Strike to the face. And needs to try and stay back. There goes Death Pact.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Acolyte energy will keep him alive for a little bit. Now the Vengeance is in the Undead base. And in my opinion, one of the best bases to be in with the Avatar of Vengeance, because Acolytes are pretty much the most vulnerable of the workers.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Death Knight has Tavern revived the Lich, and are now ravaging the Night Elf units on the way to the Undead base, and this could actually cost Rich quite a bit. And no more gold in the mine, and lost a ton of units on the way.
Our gold mine
And
has
not good
collapsed.
for our warden here.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Shadow Meld will hide her for now. No shop around for the Death Knight to pick up Dust of Appearance. Warden can blink, but the Death Knight just a bit too fast. 255 health on the Warden. Now it's Phantom Knives, but takes a
Champion
Frost
has
Nova.
fallen.
And surprise Frost Nova around the corner of the woods there. Death Knight's so close to death. 16 health. Warden definitely would have won that. And now with no units, no hero, gonna just about do it for this game. And Warchief has to GG out, so good game to both players. Well played on both sides. Units tab, heroes tab, and so yeah, I do apologize for releasing a replay that I had already casted, and kind of one of those derp moments. But what are you gonna do? But hope you guys enjoyed the replay, and I will see you guys next time.